How's it going, people? Liam Cattleson here, and we're delving into another episode for Westworld with episode 2 of season 3. This is The Winter Line. Looking forward to getting back into the show after a very fun and exciting opener for season 3. Dolores investigating Insight, which I'm assuming is going to be very hot commodity as she plans her revolution throughout this season, especially being introduced to their big moolah, which I think they described as the world's most powerful AI, and it's a very directive purpose. So yeah, it was very good catching up on Dolores, as now she's a free birdie. So yeah, and not just that though, but focusing on Caleb as well, who is indicated to be a pretty big player with how much focus his story got in the last episode, and the fact that he bumped into Dolores. So I'm looking forward to seeing how their connections will unravel throughout this season. We also picked up on Bernard as well, as he's been trying to keep a bit of a low profile, but decided to go back to Westworld for a friend, who I think might be Maeve, as she's woken up in like a World War II-esque kind of environment. It seems like Westworld might have a park devoted to World War II, which, when you think about it, it's... I don't know how you would describe it, because that would mean that they would have hosts probably who are designated as Nazis, and this could be a way for them to be like, okay, well, you can kill hosts without feeling guilty about it because they are posing as Nazis. So that's you know what one would imagine probably regarding the marketing of the World War II era park. You get to kill Nazis, right? So yeah, but it will be very interesting to pick up on Maeve's story as well, because she had a fantastic story last season, and yeah, she's a very fascinating character. So yeah, with that said, let's get into episode number 2 of season 3 for Westworld. This is The Winter Line. Let's go. Oh, she was like, wait, what?
It's okay.
Wait, Hector?
It's only me.
I thought you were dead.
Death is overrated for ones like us.
Whoa! Wait, so is Armistice still alive? Please!
I didn't think I'd...
I was gonna say, can she still do the thing? The glitch?
Vielleicht wirst du unsere Belohnung sein.
Not likely, darling.
Oh! She just jumped the pill with him! Great, well... this guy's yours, buddy.
We must go, Isabella.
Isabella?
Oh!
Oh my God. You don't know who I am, do you? No, my love, don't you see? We were never escaping to begin with.
Oh, man. Oh! Oh, Hector! He's not gonna... even though he didn't know, he was not gonna let her be shot.
Your commands don't work on me. They haven't in a long time. To put it in terms you'll appreciate...
Your Jedi mind tricks are
I
nothing.
understand the nature of my reality. Lying to you is practically second nature.
Some moron technician must have left her in character.
Lee?
It's just a new narrative we gave her. British spy. Sexy.
But I
heartbroken.
thought you died!
Maybe too much. For fuck's sake, would you imbeciles shoot up the Sistine Chapel just because the paint was chipped? This is art. My art. A place that opens the door to your daughter's world.
It's still
Oh!
standing.
Oh!
You really think
Oh!
they dismantled it without a little due diligence?
It makes
I
sense
haven't
why she was
destroyed
in
it.
War
There's
World,
still a chance.
close to home.
I could join the others. My daughter.
It's not often that I get to write a happy ending.
If you take that to an IT, repair shop, I'm sure they'll fix it for a fee. What door? You don't get to do that! Because he did hint that he was a host, didn't he?
The fuck are you doing back here?
Stubbs, how are you still alive?
How the fuck?
Are you glitching, buddy?
Why the hell would she do that?
I don't know. Why would she?
Lee, what's...
Happened to you?
I'm sorry. I
Is
just
this some
wanted to
kind
make
of
sure
test
you
or
trust
something?
me.
They wouldn't want you questioning the nature
You're
of your
immersed
reality.
into his own story.
So they made you believe just like they used to make us believe. But you're not real. You're not Lee Sizemore. Just a copy of him.
Don't be totally ridiculous. I'm me, Lee Sizemore.
Oh, there's a glitch.
Because
Because it's
you
a sight
defied
ball.
me.
Over here.
Wait, Maeve's here? So wait, is this the Maeve we're seeing in a simulation? Oh, letterbox.
All of this is...
Now the simulation has set in. The letterbox. Oh, that's brilliant.
Computer connected to the mainframe. So I can
Oh,
search
fuck
for
goodness.
Maeve.
I was gonna say creepy Slenderman.
Active
Nope.
floor is gonna be human personnel. You can't just swipe them away with your tablet.
That's what I have you for, isn't it?
This is why I'm looking forward to retirement.
You and everything else in this world, just an imitation. In fact,
But imitation is the... What's it? The
Simulation is
sincere
elegant,
form of flattery or whatever?
but it's flawed because it was built by your kind. And if there's one thing I know about human nature, it's that your stupidity is only eclipsed by your laziness. Whoever created this world had a few corners.
Fuck me.
Not like you, darling. Right now, we've got work to do.
Nice.
I don't understand. How did you do that?
This game is a replica of our world, but it has limited processing power. Imagine one of your dim-witted
Testing
romantic
out the
conquests,
environment,
undeniably
like
beautiful,
pushing all the
built for one
boundaries.
purpose only.
These techs are just waiting to see if they get laid off.
Got a buyer.
What?
Some startup
What?
in Costa Rica.
Wait, is this... That's D&D from Game of Thrones. Drogo! Oh my god! We just had a crossover! So all in a bit of a flux. Uh-oh.
Stubbs?
Uh-oh! Hmm? Like, Stubbs is gonna take him on with an axe. Let's go. Let's go.
Fellas,
Hate to cut it to you, but you're... you're going down.
Joe,
I know they're completely oblivious, but it's still so funny.
mi avevo detto. Siamo tutti traditori, comandante.
Even you, buddy.
Incluso lei.
Babe, I love her. I love her so much. Maeve, you wonderful creation. We love you. But even, like, if she isn't, like, overclocking the system, just everyone finding out they had the plans is just... oh, man.
Appears slower to us because the simulation we're in runs at a much faster rate.
Timed it, like,
They must have me hiding in here.
the difference in time, isn't it? It's kind of similar to, like, Doctor Who's World Enough for Time.
I imagine a corpse would make a less than ideal traveling companion.
Lee. My heart breaks for Lee. Oh, yes! I love this first person perspective and this action. Fudge.
Stubbs, you just got yourself a new core directive.
To protect Bernard Lowe at all costs.
Bring yourself
He's
back
gonna-
online.
Yeah. Awesome. He's gonna help him.
One of my help you could have just asked for.
At least, not for my kind.
You've been spying on me. You should know I couldn't care less about the fate of your kind.
No, I can't imagine you would.
I mean,
For the most
she's
part,
got you there.
Humanity has been a miserable little band of thugs, stumbling from one catastrophe to the next. Our history is like the ravings of lunatics.
I mean,
Chaos.
in a sense, he's not wrong.
Escaped one world to wage war on another. So what do you want from me then?
I want you to track her down and kill her.
Let's go.
But it would have been misguided of me not to take every precaution. Perhaps next time we talk, I can persuade you that our interests are aligned.
This is really I was gonna say, this is kind of like the, one of the few times that Maeve has felt powerless in a sense, because, like, being frozen, because she's not really one, I'll check if there's any post-credit scenes this time around, because there was last time. We saw, like, how cute she thought, the people, like, working on her, like, were, like, at trying to freeze her, and she couldn't, and now she's frozen because of this Sirach guy, who I think is like control like he's one of the guys. I think they mentioned it in the last episode, but he was one of the lead guys of Insight. So yeah, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. He's calling out for Maeve to help, which is going to be really awesome, because there needs to come that showdown. I don't think there is a post-credit scene, and I don't particularly want to look at the next time trailer because and my keyboard's about to drop, so that's great. But yeah, I really am excited for the prospect of Maeve against Dolores. And yeah, it's just going to be pretty interesting to see how things do proceed. Like, I really like the fact as well that we had a bit of Bernard and he actually found Maeve, but he couldn't really do anything about it, so he's set off to reach that Liam guy after getting all of the intel regarding Dolores and whatnot. So yeah, but oh my god, I really loved that episode. We had returns. I don't know, in a sense, I'm kind of happy that Armistice did not come back, because that would have broken my heart to know that she wasn't real. So yeah, but it was great to see Hector Lee return as well, even if Lee was not real in that world and he actually did die, and that they were basically testing Maeve, thinking that she was the threat, but she really wasn't. She was a threat to the threat. So yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty dope episode. I really loved that episode so much. It was very exciting. The editing was great. We had some cameos with D&D as well, so yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of happy people regarding those cameos, considering how great, season 8 was. Um, but no, I really loved that episode. It was very, very. It raised the bar in terms of season 3 overall. So, I mean, it's only been 2 episodes, but they weren't slacking whatsoever with this episode, and it was just glorious. So I loved that episode of Westworld. That was, I think that was one of my favorite episodes of the series so far. It was just so enjoyable, very tense. The twists were very, very gratifying, and it was just really, really awesome all throughout. And I'm glad they didn't stretch things out too long, not just with Sarek and the mystiqueness behind his character, um, but also Maeve being within the simulation. They could have drawn that out for so long. And have the viewers be engrossed within, I guess, the story that Maeve's within, but they um they got what they needed out the way, and they're setting things up with Dolores and Maeve. So which I'm assuming the latter is going to eventually cave and face Dolores at some point, especially with her being such a threat. But I mean, I know Maeve stated that she doesn't really give a toss about humanity, but um, it seemed like the stars are aligning for them two to fight. It has done for all this time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to what I'll classify as the inevitable showdown between the two. But yeah, it was just pretty solid stuff. I gotta love the twists, the simulation as well. Not just that though, but in a sense they were working within, like in a simulation within a simulation, which was a funny comment made back in episode 1 actually, by one of the party guests. And technically that rang true in this episode. They were living out this simulation, and of course the Maeve being in the war park was all within a simulation. So yeah, but I really loved the smarts of Maeve just being explored in this episode, especially with her trying to overclock the CPU of the simulation. So that was brilliant stuff, and she managed to do so, especially with the confuddled situation those like Nazi hosts were faced with. So yeah, I really loved Maeve and just the excellence behind her character in this episode. Um, as well as Lee returning as well, in a sense, because of course he was not real with him within that simulation, and I'm guessing he did actually die, because that's the thing, he showed up and you were like, wait, you got shut down to hell, buddy. And Hector, of course, perished, and it seems like he still is. But I'm just wondering if, because when when the drone went to grab the control unit of Maeve, I think there was other control units, so I'm wondering if Hector's amongst one of them control units, and hopefully Armistice. But yeah, I don't think we'll get the opportunity to know. But yeah, it was great to see Hector in this episode again, as well as Lee, and I just loved the kind of the twist that we had, that Lee was a host, and then we were in a simulation anyways, and it was just very tense because we had that scene where uh Bernard and Stubbs was looking for her body, and Stubbs was like, yeah, it's here, and you were like, wait, what? Because that was not the same. So my mind was wondering, are we doing like different timelines again? But and there was also that dodgy comment regarding do what you did last time, but Maeve wasn't in the forge last time, it was Dolores, and so they were testing her out, and as Sarek pointed out, we thought the threat was you, but it wasn't. So I really loved how that came about. And yeah, like the first impressions of Sarek, he seems to be like a very chill dude. So yeah, and yeah, it was just really he demonstrated his power already with the fact that he was able to freeze Maeve, like someone who is basically in control of her own game. It was very, very, like you could see on Maeve's face at the very end. She was absolutely flabbergasted with the discovery of this. And I'm wondering if she actually, well, I don't think she has lost her powers because it's hard to tell with her powers seemingly being gone. That took place within the simulation, so things might not be 100% accurate to the real world. But um, I'm leaning to say she hasn't lost her powers because it more so stems from her control unit, doesn't it? So like I think they would need to alter that. Yeah, they would need to alter that if she were to lose her powers. It's nothing to do with the body or whatever. So, yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really good stuff. I gotta love the drone sequence when Maeve was escaping with her control unit and how not just how we got the first person perspective, but how it just just shunned the incoming troops out the way. It was just great stuff. And then Stubbs as well taking on um the guards was just great, especially with an axe. So yeah. We also got to see D&D as well, like the Game of Thrones guys. Sure, a few people might be happy about that after season 8, but no, I thought that was a surprising cameo. Well, not just them, but Drogon showing up as well. So I think that was Drogon, but I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was a very, very surprising a very, very surprising discovery. But it was a very, very solid episode. And yeah, I felt so bad for Lee as well, with the fact that he did die and that he wanted to believe himself as real, but he wasn't. Maeve's excellence shone in this episode, especially with her going through the loop. And, there's Hector showing up, and Maeve's like, come on. So, yeah. So it was just really good. Oh, we also got confirmation as well that Stubbs was a host. He kind of hinted it at the end of season 2. But then again, it could have been a tongue-in-cheek comment, couldn't it? With, I think he said something about his core directive, which was the kind of giveaway. Oh, is he a host? But he can't. He confirmed it in this episode with his being and how he was malfunctioning when he tried to kill himself. So yeah, but it's going to be great to see him partner with Bernard as they head out to LA, I believe, because that's where I think that Liam chap was. So yeah. It was also great to see Felix and Sylvester as well. And yeah, I did think at first they looked hella confused at Maeve when they should be like, oh, hey Maeve, how are you doing? Not like that, but it wasn't a reception you'd expect from them. Them acting a bit, yeah. But of course, it was all explained within the simulation, and yeah, I just really love how all of these pieces just come together and tell a very, very like gripping story. Like for an episode alone, never mind the season. And the twists just pay off so well, and it certainly did in this episode. So this show is just absolute. Like, I really loved this show, and I've missed it so much. So, yeah. But I have missed Armor Sister as well. But you know what? I'm just gonna have a petition up there. Bring my girl Hope. But yeah. But yeah, this was a very, very great episode of Westworld. This was amazing, and I'm really excited to see where the next episode leads. I'm expecting because I think there's only eight episodes this season. I'm expecting we're going to pick up with Dolores and what's his name, Caleb, because we didn't see them at all in this episode. So we're gonna focus on them too, since Caleb, like I said, seems to be a bit of a big player this season, and of course Dolores, yeah. So I'm excited to see how that pans out. But that was Dollhouse. Westworld, similar things. Yeah, but this was Westworld, episode 2 of season 3, and now I'm upset because I missed Dollhouse. So yeah, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!